Time to take our first look at sports. Carly Agro joining me to take over for that, Carly, and you must be pretty excited about these checks, but I know you're going to Calgary anyway.
I know, so. I'm torn. This is tough. I got Dash for Cash, and then I've got semifinal Saturday tomorrow. It's such a Chuck conundrum. I don't know what to do. Well, there is plenty of turning and burning left to go at the final night of Chuck Wagon racing this evening at the X Grounds. With $1,000 on the line in tonight's coveted Dash for Cash and some serious hardware still to be collected, drivers and outriders have their eyes on the prize.
I need to get my first belt buckle, so I would love to have a buckle by the end of this. Yeah.
So that's the goal, a buckle?
Definitely. I heard they have nice buckles here, so that's my goal for sure.
While Deagle is spending all day dreaming of collecting his first piece of hardware as a rookie rider, two-day aggregate leader Dallas Dick and others are just trying to keep their cool.
Well, it's just like every other day. If you get, I guess your nerves are going to get you. Just like lots of people said to me, are you nervous going in tonight? So I'll just treat it like any other wagon race, I guess, and just do our best.
It is a little bit. Once you've rode enough that you just don't, it doesn't really faze you. It's just another race, right? That's what you got to think about it.
The CPCA's Dick will be hooked against the WPCA's Lane McGilvery and Barry Hodgson. But despite a bit of a scramble for outriders, there's not much of a rivalry in need of renewing.
Yeah, I got another guy to hold my leaders for me, so it's not a big issue. At least I hope it's not going to be so. Well, I guess we'll find out tonight.
We need two associations in this world to keep this chuck wagon racing sport alive. So, you know, it's great to see both associations being able to prosper. So.
Barrel positions for tonight's Dash for Cash will be determined at 6 o'clock by a random draw.
Inside the CPCA, the view from the barns, the wagon box, and from the track. Ignite your adrenaline.
Well, it may be summer, but the ladies and gentlemen fighting for Saskatchewan golf supremacy on the links at the Lloyd Golf and Curling Centre today did not want anything to do with sand. The final round of play in the 2011 Saskatchewan Women's Amateur and Men's Mid-Amateur Championship began this morning. Golfers had a whole lot more than just bunkers and tough greens to battle. Sarah Olashuk has the latest on the links and the challengers that Mother Nature kicked in.
Golfers had to be pulled off the greens because of the weather conditions, but the manager of Golf Saskatchewan, Dan Ukranitz, called the 2-hour delay a speed bump in an otherwise perfect day.
The biggest thing we look for is the safety of the players, and when there's lightning, we want to get them off the course so that there's not any unfortunate situations. But I think all in all, the players were very well challenged by the course and had a very exciting week in terms of the competition itself, so I'd say without question it went off without a hitch.
It seemed like every competitor had a different strategy.
Under par, or the clubs are going in the pond?
Just hit it, find it, and hit it again.
Local golfers have hit many balls on this course before, and that home green advantage is reflected in the standings.
Knowing the course, I think, definitely does help them, but I think at the same time you still have to be able to play.
Go locals.
From the green on one, Robin DeJong Jarvis was holding on to third in the title of the highest standing local in the women's division. On the men's side, Sean Lonnie, also representing the border city, at his fifth hole trying to hang on to his even par.
Having a course that's going to challenge them, I think will show heading off to nationals who the best players are for sure.
Playing different courses like week to week and having to adjust is always such a good experience because the weather down here is so much different than how it's going to be next week.
The women that placed in the top spots today will be heading off to nationals in the upcoming week in Duncan, BC. Meanwhile, the men will be relaxing until September when they head to their championships in Ontario. Sarah Leshek, Newcap Sports.
All right, now here is a look at the latest results. There are the men's there. Now, Cadmus Delorme, he had the lead, and our local players there, you can see John and Michael there. You've got 5 and 15 there for the men's mid-amateur. As for the ladies, there's Anna Young in top spot, and Robin DeJong Jarvis from Lloyd and Joanne Schiller there. They're close to each other. They finished 3rd and 6th respectively. Well done to all of our local contestants, and we wish them all the best in the national competitions to come.